Thank you for joining me today. I know it's just a wonderful day. I start every day with thanksgiving in my heart and the fruit of thanksgiving on my lips, because I'm so grateful and thankful to the Lord that I'm alive, that I have Jesus in my heart, and that every day is a wonderful day. To live a day with Jesus in your life has got to be the sweetest thing. Whether you have troubles or you don't have troubles, many Christians think that you got to live life without trouble for you to live a real supernatural life. I guarantee you, the more supernatural your life and the more you experience joy in Jesus, the more trouble's going to come your way. Just being a Christian doesn't mean you live a trouble-free life. What it means, though, is that you live a peaceful life, a peace that passes the understanding of the time and the issues that you're facing. I want to remind you of the issue we've been talking about, or the subject matter we've been talking about, and that is from John chapter 2. And Jesus and his disciples and his mother are at a wedding, and she says they've run out of wine. And so Jesus answers in verse 4 and says, Jesus said to her, "Woman, what does your concern have to do with me? My hour has not yet come." What does your concern have to do with me? Well, if I have to leave you with a thought today, and we only have a few brief moments, what does your concern have to do with me? I think Jesus answered that on the cross. Jesus made everything about your life his concern, everything. Now, I just want to go back to this issue of what is your concern to do with me? That's a very small matter in the context of eternity. It's a very small matter in the context of having to die on the cross. It's a very small matter to God, to provide wine at a wedding. I mean, in the context of life, one might even argue and say this was not needed. They already had wine. They merely were running out of wine that they already had, so they didn't need more wine. One could argue that the celebrations had got to a point where this was no longer required. You could also argue that someone's planning and logistics were out, or maybe someone's financial capacity had run to its course. Either way, the question that Jesus had of his mother, what is your concern to do with me? Actually, he didn't not meet the need. What he did was, when he asked her, what is your concern to do with me? He was giving her all the space in the world to actually answer with faith. So it seems to me that when you're faced with something that isn't even a desperate need, it's just a desire in your heart to meet a thing that is a scarcity, but it's not a need per se. It just is something that would be welcome at a wedding if there was more wine. Jesus, in his question, does not say no. He just leaves a whole lot of space for his mom to enter into a place of faith. Now, I just want you to know, she was talking to him as mother, but as woman. When he answered her, he said to her, "Woman, what does your concern have to do with me?" In other words, I'm not responding to you as a request from a mother to a son. I recognize who you are. In this faith moment, let your faith speak. Well, I trust that you enjoyed this moment with me, and in the days ahead, we're going to really enjoy some of the insights that God has given us around this interaction that happened with Jesus and the turning of the water into wine. May your day be filled with blessing, prosperity, and peace. Thank you for watching, and God bless you.